When Dad died, Mom tried to keep the restaurant open, Daniel continued. But she couldn't do it alone. I was about to graduate and I thought, okay, I'll get a good job, I'll help her, we'll figure it out. But then she got sick, Jennifer said softly. Yeah. Daniel laughed bitterly. What are the odds? Lose your husband, lose your business, then get cancer within 2 years? Every day I think I've hit my limit. But then I think about her in that hospital bed, terrified and alone. She never gave up on me. Never. So how can I give up on her? His voice broke completely. Jennifer's phone buzzed in her purse. Messages from her assistant. Asterisk, where are you? Meeting starts in 10 minutes. Investors are waiting. Asterisk. She ignored them. How much does she need? Jennifer asked suddenly. Total. For all the treatments. Daniel looked confused. I'm sorry. Your mother's treatments. How much do you need total? Maybe 60,000 more? But I'm not asking you for. I know you're not asking, Jennifer interrupted. I'm asking you. Daniel shook his head. I can't take money from a stranger. It wouldn't be right. Why not? Because my parents raised me to work for what I have. To earn things. Not take handouts. This isn't a handout, Jennifer said firmly. This is one human being helping another in crisis. There's a difference. But you don't know me. I know enough, Jennifer said. I know you're working 3 jobs to save your mother's life. I know you're sleeping in your car because you prioritize her care over your own shelter. That tells me everything about your character. Daniel's eyes filled with tears. I'm so tired. So tired of working 20-hour days. Of pretending I'm okay when I'm falling apart. Of watching my mom suffer because I can't earn money fast enough. Then let me help, Jennifer said. Please. But Daniel shook his head. Just give me the $2.18 for today's copay. That's all. The rest I'll figure out. Jennifer understood. This wasn't about pride. It was about dignity. Taking a huge sum from a stranger would feel like giving up on himself. Okay, Jennifer said slowly. What if we made a deal? What kind of deal? Daniel asked cautiously. You need money. I need something too, Jennifer said. What could I possibly give you? Jennifer thought quickly. I run a real estate development company. We need engineers to consult on mechanical systems. You have a mechanical engineering degree, right? Yes, but I haven't worked in that field since college. Doesn't matter. You have the knowledge. I'll hire you as a consultant. Part-time, flexible hours. $5,000 a month. That should cover your mother's treatments and help you get back on your feet. Daniel stared. $5,000 a month for part-time work? That's charity disguised as employment. It's market rate for specialized consulting, Jennifer countered. And I actually need someone with your background. This is a real job offer. Daniel looked at his coins. At the $47.82, that wasn't enough. At his phone that would ring any minute with his mother asking if he'd be at her treatment. He was so tired. What do I have to do? He finally asked. Jennifer pulled out her phone and opened her banking app. First, let me give you $500 now. That'll cover today and give you breathing room. She handed him $500 bills from a nearby ATM. Daniel stared at the cash like it might disappear. This is real. Completely real. Come to my office Monday morning. We'll do the paperwork. She wrote her personal number on her business card. Call me if you need anything before then. Why are you doing this? Daniel asked. Jennifer was quiet for a moment. I walked in here thinking about profit margins and investor presentations. Then I saw you counting those coins and something shifted. I remembered there are things more important than quarterly reports. Like what? Like people, Jennifer said simply. Like mothers fighting cancer. Like sons who sacrifice everything for them. Those things matter more than anything in my calendar. Daniel's eyes filled with tears. Thank you. You just saved my mom's life. No, Jennifer said gently. You're saving your mom's life. I'm just helping you do it. 3 months later, Daniel's life transformed in ways he'd stopped believing possible. The consulting income gave him financial stability. He paid for his mother's treatments on time every time. He rented a small studio apartment. Nothing fancy, just a room with a bed and heat. He quit the warehouse job, then the restaurant job. He could finally sleep more than 4 hours a night. His mother's treatments were working. The tumors were shrinking. Her doctor used words like promising and hopeful. But something else happened Daniel hadn't expected. He was exceptional at his job. Within 2 weeks, he'd identified a major flaw in an HVAC system design that would have caused serious problems. His correction saved the company $200,000. The next month, he caught a structural issue the original engineers missed. His findings prevented what could have been a catastrophic construction failure. Jennifer's partners started asking, "Who is this consultant who keeps finding problems no one else sees?" "Best hire I've made in years," Jennifer told them. But Jennifer was changing too. She started a second chance hiring program at her company, actively recruiting talented people who'd fallen on hard times. People with resume gaps because they'd been caregivers. People who'd been homeless but had valuable skills. She reduced her own salary and created a hardship fund for employees facing medical emergencies. She implemented flexible work policies so people could care for sick family members without losing their jobs. Her board thought she'd lost her mind. "You're running a business, not a charity," one investor complained. "I'm running a business with a soul," Jennifer corrected. The surprising thing? The changes improved company performance. Employee loyalty increased. Turnover dropped. People worked harder because they knew their employer cared about them as humans, not just resources. Jennifer started calling her sister regularly, started visiting her mother monthly instead of yearly, started volunteering at a food bank on weekends. She was making less money and working slightly fewer hours, but she was happier than she'd been in 20 years. 6 months later, Linda Chan completed her final chemotherapy treatment. The cancer was in remission. Not gone. Cancer never truly leaves, but controlled. Beaten back. Daniel brought his mother to meet Jennifer over lunch at a nice restaurant downtown. Linda was a small woman, barely 5 feet tall, with graying hair and work-worn hands. She moved slowly, still recovering, but her eyes were bright. "Mrs. Chun," Jennifer said warmly. "It's an honor to meet you." Linda took Jennifer's hand in both of hers. "You saved my son. You tell me everything. How you help when no one help. How you give him job. Give him hope." "Your son saved himself," Jennifer said. "I just gave him a chance." "No." Linda shook her head firmly. "You give more than chance. You give dignity. That more important than money. You see him as person, not problem. That is gift." Over lunch, Linda shared stories about Daniel as a child. How he'd always been curious, taking apart appliances to see how they worked. How he'd gotten straight A's because education was his parents' priority. How he'd never complained about working in the restaurant. 2. Jennifer Morrison walked into the downtown coffee shop at exactly 7:15 a.m., her expensive heels clicking against the marble floor. Diamond earrings sparkled under the morning lights. Her designer handbag probably cost more than most people's monthly rent. She was late for an important board meeting, the kind where million-dollar decisions happen over overpriced coffee. All she wanted was her usual vanilla latte and to get out the door. But something made her stop. In the corner booth, a young man sat hunched over the table. He couldn't have been more than 25. His clothes were clean but worn thin from too many washes. His hands trembled as he counted something spread across the table. Coins. Quarters, dimes, nickels, pennies, arranged in small, careful piles. He counted with intense focus, his lips moving silently. Then he recounted, as if hoping the numbers would magically change. Jennifer stared. In her world of corporate deals and luxury lunches, she'd forgotten people still counted coins like this. That someone's entire financial reality could fit in their palm. The young man looked up suddenly. Their eyes met. His were brown, exhausted, with dark circles that spoke of too many sleepless nights. He quickly started gathering the coins, embarrassed, as if caught doing something shameful. Jennifer should have looked away. Should have grabbed her coffee and rushed to her meeting. Should have minded her own business like she'd been taught. But something in his desperate expression stopped her. She walked over to his table. "Excuse me," she said gently. "Are you okay?" The young man looked up, surprised that someone like her would even notice someone like him. "I'm fine," he said automatically. Then after a pause he added quietly, I'm just counting. It's for my sick mother. 6 words that would change everything. If you believe in compassion and want to see what happens when wealth meets struggle, hit that subscribe button now. This story will touch your heart in ways you never expected. Trust me, you need to see how this ends. ***. Jennifer Morrison was what people called successful. At 42, she ran Morrison & Associates, a real estate company she built from the ground up. Her penthouse overlooked the city. She drove a Mercedes. Business magazines featured her as a woman to watch. But success came with a cost. 70-hour work weeks. No personal life. Her last relationship ended because she cared more about quarterly reports than actual human connection. Her calendar had colors for business meetings and conference calls, but nothing for personal time. There never was any. The young man's name was Daniel Chun, 24 years old. He'd graduated from State University 2 years ago with a degree in mechanical engineering and a 3.8 GPA. He'd been ready to change the world. Then his father died suddenly of a heart attack. Just like that. No warning. The family restaurant closed. Medical bills and funeral costs piled up. His father had taken out a second mortgage they didn't know about. The debt was crushing, over $80,000. Daniel got a job at a manufacturing company making $42,000 a year. It wasn't enough, so he took a second job at a warehouse loading trucks at night. He sent most of his paycheck to his mother and kept just enough for basic expenses. He was managing. Barely. Then 6 months ago, his mother was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. The treatments cost $12,000 each. Insurance covered 60%. The remaining $5,000 per treatment fell on Daniel. She needed 12 treatments. The math was devastating. $60,000. Daniel took a third job washing dishes on weekends. He worked 7 days a week, sometimes 20 hours a day. He stopped paying his own rent and got evicted. Now he slept in his car and used a gym membership just to shower. This Tuesday morning, he'd come to the coffee shop because it was warm and had free Wi-Fi. He needed to pay a bill online before his mother's treatment that afternoon. He gathered every coin he could find, checked his car, his pockets, and old change jar. This was everything he had until payday in 3 days. He counted $47.82. The bill was $50. He recounted, hoping for a miracle. Maybe he'd miscounted. Maybe there was a hidden quarter somewhere. But no. Still $47.82. His mother's treatment was this afternoon. The hospital wouldn't start without the copay, and he was $2.18 short. $2.18. Such a tiny amount. But right now it might as well have been $2,000. Daniel felt tears burning behind his eyes. Not here. He couldn't cry in public. That's when he heard the voice. "Excuse me. Are you okay?" Jennifer sat down across from Daniel without being invited. Something about this moment felt more important than her board meeting. "Your mother is sick?" she asked. Daniel hesitated. Wealthy people usually didn't care about the details. They asked to be polite, then walked away feeling good about themselves. But something in Jennifer's eyes made him answer honestly. "Cancer," he said quietly. "Stage 3 breast cancer. She has treatment this afternoon. I need $50 for the copay, but I only have..." He gestured at the coins. "This." Jennifer looked at the neat piles of quarters and dimes, at his trembling hands, at the exhaustion written all over his face. "How much are you short?" she asked. $2.18. Such a tiny amount. Jennifer probably spent more than that on a single coffee. She could pull out a 20 right now and not even miss it. But she didn't. Not yet. She needed to understand. "You work?" she asked. 3 jobs, Daniel said quickly. 7 days a week. Manufacturing during the day, warehouse at night, restaurant on weekends. I send most of it to my mom for bills and medical expenses. "And you?" Jennifer asked. "Where do you live?" Daniel's jaw tightened. "My car." 2 words. Simple. Devastating. "You're homeless." Jennifer couldn't hide her shock. "I got evicted 4 months ago," Daniel explained. "But it's temporary. Just until I can catch up. Once Mom's treatments are done and I can save again." He trailed off. They both knew that was unlikely. Jennifer felt something crack inside her. Some wall she'd built over years of business deals. Some barrier between her comfortable world and reality, where people counted coins and slept in cars just to keep their mothers alive. "What's your name?" she asked. "Daniel. Daniel Chun." "I'm Jennifer." She shook his hand. "Tell me about your mother." And Daniel, exhausted and desperate, told her everything. He told her about Linda Chun, who'd immigrated from Taiwan at 23 with nothing but a suitcase and dreams. How she and his father worked in other people's restaurants for 10 years, saving every penny, before opening their own place. He told her about growing up in that restaurant, doing homework at corner tables while his parents cooked, learning to fold dumplings at age 7, understanding from the earliest age that his parents sacrificed everything for him. They worked every single day for 20 years. Daniel said, his voice breaking. "No vacations. No sick days. My mom's hands are scarred from years over hot stoves. She did that for me, so I could go to college, so I could have opportunities they never had." Jennifer listened, really listened, in a way she hadn't listened to anyone in years. "He good boy," Linda said, eyes misting. "When his father died, Daniel tell me, 'Mom, don't worry. I take care of everything.' And he do it. He give up his dream to take care of me." "What was his dream?" Jennifer asked. "He want to work for big engineering company, design machines, make things better. But he give up to help me." "Mom, don't," Daniel interrupted gently. "I don't regret anything. You sacrificed everything for me. This was my turn." Jennifer felt tears in her eyes. When was the last time she'd cried? Years maybe. "Daniel," Jennifer said, "I have a proposition for you." "Another one?" he smiled. "My company is opening a new division focused on sustainable building design. I need someone to head up the engineering side. I'm offering you a senior engineering role. $95,000 a year, full benefits, and equity in the company." Daniel's eyes widened. That's more than I ever dreamed of. You've earned it. Your work has been exceptional. You see problems differently because you've lived differently. That perspective is invaluable." Linda squeezed her son's hand. "You take job. You deserve this." "Yes," Daniel said, voice thick with emotion. "Yes, I'll take it. Thank you." 1 year later, the anniversary of that Tuesday morning arrived quietly. Daniel, now lead engineer on a major sustainable housing project, stopped by Jennifer's office. "Wanted to show you something," he said, pulling out his phone. "It's called Engineering Hope, a nonprofit I started with college friends. We provide free tutoring and mentorship for low-income students who want to study engineering." Jennifer scrolled through the website, impressed. "This is incredible. After what happened to me, how close I came to losing everything, I realized how many talented people just need someone to believe in them, someone to give them a chance. Like I gave you," Jennifer said softly. "Exactly. That Tuesday morning I was at my absolute lowest, counting coins down to my last dollars. I thought I'd failed. I couldn't save my mom, couldn't save myself. I was ready to give up. But you didn't. Because you showed me that kindness still exists. You could have walked past me. Most people did. But you stopped. You asked. You listened. And you did something about it." Jennifer smiled. "You did the hard part, Daniel. You survived. You fought. You never gave up." "We both did important things," Daniel said. "I fought and you gave me the weapon I needed to win. That's how it's supposed to work, right? We're supposed to help each other." The ripple effect. What they didn't fully realize was how far their story spread. Jennifer's assistant, witnessing her boss stop everything to help a stranger, started volunteering at a homeless shelter. The architects at Morrison & Associates, seeing Daniel's success, started hiring more people from non-traditional backgrounds, discovering that talent doesn't always come with prestigious degrees. Linda Chun recovered, reopened her restaurant with a small business loan. She hired other immigrants struggling with English, giving them the same chance her husband had given her. Daniel's nonprofit grew rapidly. Within a year, they mentored 50 students. Within 2 years, they'd helped 23 get full scholarships to engineering programs. All because Daniel had been helped and decided to pass it forward. All because Jennifer stopped for 5 minutes in a coffee shop and remembered what really mattered. The final reflection. 2 years after that fateful morning, Jennifer and Daniel sat in that same coffee shop, the place where everything changed. "You know what I learned?" Jennifer said. "Success isn't about how much money you make or how big your company grows. It's about the lives you touch, the difference you make." "And I learned," Daniel added, "that asking for help isn't weakness, that accepting kindness isn't failure, that we're stronger together than we ever could be alone." They sat in comfortable silence, watching the morning rush of people coming for coffee. How many of them were struggling? How many needed just a small act of kindness to change their trajectory? "We should tell this story," Daniel said suddenly. "People need to know that compassion still exists, that one person can make a difference." "They do," Jennifer agreed. "Because if our story inspires even one person to stop and help someone in need, it'll be worth it." Linda Chen's cancer remained in remission. Daniel's nonprofit helped hundreds of students pursue engineering dreams. Jennifer's company became known not just for profitable developments, but for ethical, compassionate business practices. And it all started with a young man counting coins and a wealthy woman who chose to care. Sometimes the most powerful changes in our lives come from the smallest moments. A conversation in a coffee shop, a decision to help instead of walking away, a recognition that we're all human, all struggling, all deserving of compassion. The lesson isn't complicated. When you see someone in need, stop, ask, listen, help if you can, because that's what we're supposed to do for each other. That's what makes us human. Jennifer and Daniel proved that wealth isn't measured in bank accounts but in the lives we touch. That success isn't about climbing higher but about reaching down to lift others up. If this story touched your heart and reminded you that compassion still exists, please hit that subscribe button and share this with someone who needs hope today. Comment below if you've ever been helped by a stranger, or if you've helped someone in need. Your story might inspire others. Remember, we're all just counting coins in one way or another, hoping someone will stop and see us. Be that someone for another person. You never know how one act of kindness might change everything. ***. The end.